Overall, it's important to remember that starting hand guides are just that, guides. Poker is a game of situations and cannot be played by the book.
Lines are still 3 and 6 with a $1,000 ante. Button now sits in front of Butch. Harmony with the big blind. KW first act. That's KW, he passes. Bruce, who also passes. Chris Ferguson.
Chris is a short stack here. Looks like he's going to play.
Chris bets 20,000.
Chris can't really afford to risk chips right now. His small raise makes me think he wants someone to call.
What you got?
Butch has asked for a count here.
There's 74,000 there, sir.
74,000.
30.
Chris has remaining.
Great.
Butch's re-raise is enough to put Chris all in. If Chris was fishing for a call and holds a strong hand, Butch's re-raise is a dream come true.
Now to Phil Gordon.
Alright, this hand looks pretty good, doesn't it? It's actually a very easy fold. When I consider Chris's small raise and Butch's re-raise, I gotta believe this pocket pair is no good. Here's an extremely important principle for you to understand. You need a better hand to call a raise with than you do to make a raise with. I'm going to repeat that again. You need a better hand to call a raise with than you do to make a raise with. Take this hand, for example. If I were first to the pot, I'd raise with this pair of nines, but I wouldn't call a raise with them. Definitely not a re-raise. In fact, I wouldn't call Butch's re-raise without aces, kings, queens, or ace-king. This theory was introduced by David Skolansky and is called the gap concept. Very, very important. When it comes to playing small and medium pocket pairs, many players make the mistake of ignoring the gap concept. They fall in love with their pocket pair, and they aren't able to do the right thing.
Phil lets it go. Now to Harmony. Raise the pot here.
Wow, a big raise from Harmony. Based on the gap concept, she's got to have a powerhouse hand to make this raise.
Chris Ferguson has moved all in.
Is that serious?
Action now back to Butch. 101,000 for him to call.
All right,
Call. Let's see these hands match up the odd stacks here.
Here we go. Chris.
This person has two kings.
Oh, no.
Ace king for Harmony.
I am so glad I got rid of my nines. I'd be in a world of hurt right now.
Flop. A little ace. Top is queen 10-4. King's in the lead for Chris Ferguson. 2 cards left. Harmony can now make it straight with the jack. A 4 on the turn. And still make that straight with the jack, or she could win with an ace.
I'm rooting for an ace. I want her to bust Chris. Nothing personal, he's a good friend of mine, but I want him out of this tournament.
Last price ace. Chris Ferguson triples up.
You can't fault Harmony here. She got her ace-king heads up against Chris, thinking that at worst she was going to be a coin flip away from eliminating the best player at the table. I'm so glad I folded my nines, even though they looked pretty good at first sight. Don't fall in love with those good-looking medium pocket pairs. Follow the gap concept, and you'll save yourself a lot of heartache. Well, here's the chip count. Chris Ferguson has just doubled up. That is not good. Look at Butch's stack. He's got almost a third of the chips in play. I'm going to need to get some of those chips for sure.
Buttons with Mr. Gordon.
Oh, Mr. Gordon now. About time I got some respect.
Okay, I'm on the button. That means I'm going to be last to act after the flop. Being last to act or having good position is a major advantage in No Limit Texas Hold'em. Here are some of the advantages of having good position. I get to see how my opponents act before it's my turn to act. I have the last opportunity to bluff, and I can extract more money from my opponents when they have a good hand, but I have a better hand. When I'm in position, I go out of my way to play. When I'm out of position, I rarely play. Position, position, position. This is absolutely critical to your success in No Limit Hold'em.
So this person, he puts in 20,000. Short stack, Chris Ferguson lays it down. Called by Butch.
The two most aggressive players have entered the pot, but neither of them have committed a lot of chips. Nice, another pocket pair. This time I'm going to play them. Do you see why this situation is different from the last hand when I folded my pair of nines? It's different because this time the raise is from a very aggressive player who will raise with just about anything. Bruce might not have a good hand. Also, no one has re-raised. And, most importantly, I'm in position. I'm going to be last to act on every round of betting. In the previous hand, I would have been first to act. Position makes a huge difference in what starting hands I'll play. Normally, I'd re-raise here with a pocket pair. I think it's the best hand. But in this case, I'm just going to call. I don't want to spoil my chances of flopping a set in position.
So I'll call. Army lets it go. Back to KW in the big blind. He calls. 4 players in this pot before the flop.
All right, we're going to get 4-way action here.
First 3 cards.
6.
Our Jack, 10, 5 with 2 spades.
Ah, well, I didn't hit my 6. This flop is very dangerous, too. There are 2 overcards, a straight, and a flush draw. Yep, definitely getting a hair replacement.
KW checks. Bruce checks it. Butch checks, now to fill.
Wow, everyone checked to me? It seems a little bit sneaky, doesn't it? Normally I'd bet here, taking advantage of my position and my right to bluff last. But right now I'm thinking, when these 2 maniacs check into a dangerous flop, one of them must be up to no good. So I'm just going to check and take the free card. I'm hoping to make my set on the turn.
And he checks. Turn card is an 8.
Make it 50,000.
KW makes it 50,000.
KW definitely has a hand. Considering there's still 3 players left to act, and he's that low on chips, KW is not messing around.
I call.
If he's got a draw, he's got good position on KW for the river bet.
Now to Butch. He folds.
Yeah, I'm out of here too.
And Phil folds. 1 card left. Say 7. Board reads Jack, 10, 8, 7, 5.
Any 9 makes a straight.
KW checks it.
Didn't get there? That makes it really easy on me.
Bruce makes it 40,000.
That's a pretty small bet in relation to the size of the pot. I think he's looking for a call here. Oh, he made a straight there on the river. KW's going to be kicking himself for slow playing this hand.
I call.
KW calls it.
Too bad.
Straight. Straight to the Jack.
Okay, we just saw a jack, which means KW had at least top pair. In my opinion, KW made a big mistake on that flop. He should have bet to protect his hand. He was probably trying to check raise, but that plan got foiled when everyone checked behind him. KW misplayed his made hand out of position and got his head chopped off. Position, position, position. I can't begin to overstate its importance at the table.